going to make cinnamon rolls, and they taste kind of like Cinnabon, but I think probably better.
They are better.
Because they're softer, probably
Yes.
is why. So we're using the bread machine to make the dough. So I've got the bread machine set up. So everything's gonna go in here. So the first thing is a cup of warm milk. And I was just telling Cadence that I'm bad at judging temperature. So I actually use a thermometer because I thought that was warm, but it was 110 and it's supposed to only be like 80. So I had to let it cool down a little bit. And then a quarter cup warm water. My egg's trying to take off. Quarter cup of softened butter. Okay, I softened it. Now the wrapper's like
sticking to it.
Totally stuck.
Yeah. I hate it when that happens.
So my trick for softening butter is doing I have an what's it called? I have a turbo defrost on my microwave, and if you do it just for like 10 seconds, it usually softens it pretty quickly. Okay, and then got our butter in, now our egg. And then I get a chunk of my fingers. Different measuring spoon. Teaspoon of salt. Yep. Close enough. And a tablespoon. Oh, wait a minute. Tablespoon of sugar. Hold on, I'm off. Nope, and now the flour's next. Sorry. Okay, this is really old and like I've dripped on it and I can hardly read it, so that's my excuse. I printed it out 12 years ago. So the next thing.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's from 2008.
Whoa.
4 cups of bread flour. To counter, I lose track. 2, 3, 4. And then it calls for a quarter cup of instant vanilla pudding mix. I don't have that. So we have to wash this. I'm just gonna add a little bit of vanilla. I think it does make it good with the vanilla pudding, but I'm usually out of it, so I don't put it in. A tablespoon of sugar. And then we have our tablespoon of yeast.
New bag?
No, it's just like, it's not quite as broken in as my other one. There we go. So then all that goes into here. And the menu, then we select dough. And so then, oh, I thought it was 2 hours. It's only 1 hour and 40 minutes. So then we just let this go, and when it beeps, the dough is ready to be turned into the rolls. Okay, the dough's done, and I left it a little bit longer because I was doing something. So it's grown quite a bit, but that's fine. You just dump it out.
I don't know why that was amusing.
It's like, oh,
Aw,
look at him.
it's a little floppy, but it's fine.
It'll be fine. It's okay. So I'm not professional of any kind, but I've made this quite a few times.
So you're just rolling it out?
Yeah, the recipe gives a recommended size. I think it's like 11 by 17, but I just kind of know what size, because I don't want to roll it too thin, because I don't think it tastes good if it has really thin layers. That's just not my preference. So I just try to roll it. I don't know, maybe I do an 11 by 17. Let's measure it.
It's kind of winging it, but
No, I'm curious.
not really.
This is roughly the size I make it. 18.5 by 12. So it's about, it's almost a little close. So anyway, I try to like kind of square up the corners with my hands so that you don't end up with really scrawny cinnamon rolls on the ends. Where's my butter? Oh, hold on a second. All right, so this has been softening on the counter. That's all right. So I'm just gonna use this spoon. So about half of a stick is a 1/4 cup. So soft enough. I can pretty much spread it with this. Sometimes I just do it with my hands, but that's messy. So we spread this like frosting kind of. This is what gets the brown sugar and cinnamon to stick. So you just do it. Leave an inch up here without it so that it sticks to the bottom. You go all the way to the rest of the edges. What's your question?
Oh, I was just gonna ask you go all the way to the edges, but then you answered it.
You go to these edges, but you leave an inch up here across the top without so that it sticks when you roll it. Okay. There's that. And then you do about a cup of brown sugar, which is, I think that's about all that I have left in here. Well, maybe I have a little bit more. So, just gonna spread it. Leave the 1 inch uncovered at the top, but try to go to the edge, the sides and the bottom. And then, I don't remember how much cinnamon, it's in the recipe. I don't know how much, it's about this much.
Cinnamon. Where is it?
It's in the filling portion.
It says 2 teaspoons.
Okay.
Did you do 2 teaspoons?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
All right, so then we're gonna start rolling.
And you rolled it from the bottom side?
That's what I'm doing this time. I don't know if that's the way I do it every time.
Well, it makes sense because then if you rolled it from the
I
top,
have to keep
it
my
would stick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave my 1 inch. Anyway, that's why I'm doing it today. So I try to roll it kind of tight because I think that makes them look better. I kind of try to even out if I'm missing parts, and then kind of squish it, and then you take this inch that you didn't butter and you pinch it. And it's not perfect, but it's okay.
and that's just to seal it to make sure it doesn't pop open while it's baking.
It's just
Okay.
It's just to make them easier to handle.
Got it.
So we're gonna cut it in half, half, and half. So.
And roughly how big are you cutting the rolls?
I don't know.
Okay.
However, this used to have a measuring thing on it. I'm not sure. 1.5 inches, 2. I'm making it bigger than the recipe because we've discovered that's what we like. So I'm getting the pan ready. I'm putting nonstick spray before I put in my parchment because it helps it stay in place.
It helps parchment stay in place?
Yeah, it helps so it stick. See?
Oh, okay.
And then I take cinnamon rolls.
And you do the corners first, and that's just to keep the parchment in place?
Yep.
Okay.
We'll see if I cut the right amount, because I'm actually not sure. Oh, not pretty close.
So
I
then...
think I was 1 short. Okay, so you want them to be...
Well, you made 12. What do you mean you did 1 short?
Oh. I don't know if this is the amount I usually make. Whatever. They'll be fine. So like this, evenly spaced. Put a blankie over them. And then 45 minutes, they're going to rise. And then after that, you put them in the oven. So then I'm also going to preheat my oven. Hold on, I think to 350. No, I don't know. What is it? 350. Okay, yep. So then we got to let them rise and then we'll put them in the oven. We are going to make cream cheese frosting to go on the cinnamon rolls. So I have 1/4 of a stick of soft butter, 4 ounces of cream cheese, which is half of a brick. And that's been sitting on the counter for a while. So it's soft. And then I'm going to mix these together. They're very soft. It mixed quick. All right, 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. So a lot of my cups are in the dishwasher, so I have my 3/4 cups, so we'll do 2 of those. That's math.
Math.
Mm-hmm. I don't like measuring powdered sugar. It's annoying.
I believe it.
What do you... Oh.
Nothing.
Okay.
Just some difficulties behind camera. No worries.
Okay. 1.5 teaspoons of milk.
Yep.
It's my vanilla.
Covered?
Oh, I thought I already got it out.
No.
Vanilla. 1/2 teaspoon. Oops. Oh. My arms are sore. Okay.
Would you like some help?
No, I got it.
Okay.
So, oh my word. You know what? This is our frosting. I realized I was double the recipe because that's a really dinky amount of frosting for that many cinnamon rolls.
Yes.
So I'm going to do half of this frosting, and then I'm going to make half of something else. I have to decide what.
Icing?
Like the cinnamon glaze.
Sure.
I can do that, or I can do brown sugar frosting.
You pick. You're the cook. Unless you want me to make a definitive decision, then I will make a decision.
I'll do the cinnamon glaze. I think that's pretty easy.
Sounds
So
good.
I got to get that stuff, so.
Okay.
Cut. The other glaze we made is cinnamon. So it just, I think it's a cup of powdered sugar. Oh, quite a bit of cinnamon. I don't know, a couple teaspoons. What you doing, Jason? And 2 tablespoons of butter and a
Waiting
little
for
bit of milk.
cinnamon rolls.
Anyway, and so and then I just whisked it, and this is what it looks like. You can't really see it.
Lighting's kind of bad, yeah.
My lighting's bad.
There we go. It's really good right there.
So it's supposed to look tan. It's very cinnamon, like heavy, but Jason likes that because I made it up one time because I didn't have cream cheese or something to make frosting. We did this instead. So we'll put this on, pour this on the rolls when they're done and when they're warm out of the oven. All right, 45 minutes is up. So now they've about doubled in size. So we're gonna put them in the oven. And we're gonna do 25 minutes because they're bigger rolls, so we're gonna go on the more time side. Okay, and we'll check in later. Okay, they're ready to come out. I added a couple minutes because they weren't quite looking done a little bit ago. There they are. And then for this glaze, it works the best to pour it on while they're hot. You can hear the butter and sugar sizzling. Okay. And then I'm going to let them cool down a little bit before I do the cream cheese frosting. We are serving up the cinnamon rolls for dessert, and they're still kind of warm. But if you're serving them the next day, it's better if you microwave them. we go, wrestling with, there we go. That's Jason. Did you get it?